Greetings, RealmSmalec here on RealmSmalec. I'm actually showing this to you in my creative mode character, which is Alberel Rising. This is a character who cannot help anyone survive, but comes onto the server from time to time and hides fun story quests, giving the people on the server something to do, kind of promoting the storyline, maybe inspiring them to build something, but not directly influencing their survival. So I'm going to show you today the second official scavenger hunt. The first was the Valentine's hunt. It was wildly successful in the fact that the players had fun, they worked together, and they solved it without any clues from me. They actually solved it way too quickly for my liking in about 48 hours, so I've made a harder puzzle, and this video is serving as the explanation of how the puzzle is structured and how I'm going to launch the puzzle. And this may be released after the puzzle is solved, and we'll see. Alright, here's the start of my next puzzle. This gentleman here says that his boss jumped down the hole looking for something. And if you come down in here, you can follow this currently dark cave over to this. And what in the world is this? It is some sort of a giant stained glass thing. And this guy here, his name is Moss Portobello. Moss Portobello has found this strange device and is asking you to decrypt it. So what the players are going to have to do is each of these colored panes represents a letter. So for example, the clear, it can either be a Y or a CH sound or the space. And then like pink is a letter, green is a letter, purple's a letter. Alright, and I've also created this chest called Code Fragment, which is locked unless you're holding something called Decoder Ring. And inside of Code Fragment are going to be the key to this puzzle. So each one is a pairing of a letter or a sound, in this case ch, or space, and the letter or sound has a number. So these are going to be delivered to the players around the map in a very, very, very near future time. So the secret to this part of the puzzle is there are 8 words or 8 rows, and each column is a letter. So these are 5-letter words, except in the case of this second one from the bottom, it's only a 4-letter word. And the one with the CH was actually a 6-letter word. But I couldn't quite fit it in, and I really wanted that word in the puzzle. So I've given them a CH sound. So they basically have to use some cryptography to figure out what these words are going across. Then they have to make sure they collect all of the decoding fragments. And these are going to be dispersed to like 1 or 2 per player. And then they're going to have to translate those, each word, into a series of numbers in some way. So they're going to have to basically take all of these and multiply. So let's say if the word I had was apple, going across A-P-P-L-E, which that's not one of the words. They would take A, which is 5, times P, which is 7.777, times P, times the value of L, which is 3, times the value of E, which is 2. And they get that number, and that would form a coordinate. And these are arranged in X, Z, X, Z, X, Z, X, Z. So there are 8 coordinates, or 4 points on the map, and each of those 4 points has something hidden there. And that something looks like these small castles. So there are 4 of these small castles, and once the players find all 4 of these, then they should be able to come up with 2 intersecting lines. And at the intersection of those 2 lines, in the overworld, they're going to find Moss Portobello here on a boat, and he's saying, I can't understand it. I know my math was right, but there's nothing here. What am I missing? Let's take a look back at the original puzzle. Notice anything interesting about it? It's framed by obsidian. And it has a lot of purple in it, doesn't it? Huh. It's actually indicating that you should create a portal. But if you create the portal in the overworld at the location of the boat, that's not quite gonna work. If they come through the portal at the coordinates in the nether, they're going to end up at the wrong place, and they're going to find the foundation of one of those little castles and a building permit to demolish and move the castle. Now, I've included 2 of those building permits because I'm not 100% sure where the portal will spawn, and so if the portal does spawn here, I wouldn't want it to basically kill the book. So there's 2 books here. Players will need to go into the nether, go to the location, the intersection points, and create a portal there, which leads back to the real world and the final solve. So I think everything is set up. Oh, they're building something huge here. That's awesome. That's going to be the town hall. The only thing left to do is give the decoders. And I don't think I'm going to be doing that at least until somebody finds the puzzle and starts working on it. So good luck.